let's shift gears a little bit to another sport. Not as much entertainment in the in the sporting sense, since the NBA championship just finished up a couple weeks ago, but some major offseason news with some trades. We'll start off with the Jaylen Brown trade. He is sent from the Celtics to the 76ers for Paul George, a 28 first. What's this? I thought it was just two firsts. No, I thought it was a
Uh,
2028 first and a 2031 first.
there's some stipulation where the 28 first can turn into a pick swap. I'm not 100%
Okay,
sure what it is.
let's just assume it's just the
The
first
first
round
round.
pick.
Yeah, yeah.
And then two second round picks. I have my feeling on this, but Jerry, your thoughts on this trade and what it means for each of these teams.
I don't know what Brad Stevens is doing. he
That's the
just
GM of the Celtics, by the way.
he just traded away Jaylen Brown, who we've talked about on the show as being he's probably a top 10 player in the NBA right now. Uh, this dude's an NBA Finals MVP, an NBA champion. They send him to the 76ers, who you were up 3-1 against and ended up getting bounced in the playoffs by this team. This team's in your division. This is like a pretty big rivalry between the Celtics and the Sixers. You're pairing Jaylen Brown up with the likes of Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid. Like this team's
BJ
BJ
Edgecombe.
Edgecombe. Edgecombe is
Yeah,
an incredible player.
Edgecombe has been balling.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
been balling. You send him to the 76ers for Paul George, the single worst contract in the NBA. The single worst contract in the NBA. Two first round picks, so a 28 first, which is probably not going to be, it may be top, maybe between 20 and 30 at best. I don't know. Like, who knows what the Sixers are going to do? They got to be second in the East, second favored to win the East now after this trade. And then
Yeah.
a 31 first and then 2 seconds. I have no idea what the Celtics are thinking on this one. Um, outside of I guess they were so mad at Jaylen Brown or Jaylen Brown was so mad at them. I know there's been a lot of reports with them being upset about his comments that he's made on Twitch and live streams. But yeah, I have no idea what they're doing. I feel like they could have got a lot more. I know that when the trade when they were talking about trading Jaylen Brown at first, they thought the value was going to be a little bit higher, but I didn't think it was going to get this low. I think it's a pretty bad return on investment for the Celtics here.
Jason, what do you make of this trade? Like, what are the Celtics doing right here? And obviously, it seems like we're all on the same page here. Like, kudos to the 76ers for going out and getting the Finals MVP for two firsts and a bag of potato chips. I mean, I hate to be rude to Paul George, who
Paul
used to
George,
be
but
incredible, but
this isn't 2015 Paul George where
yeah,
every
yeah.
kid was growing up saying this is my goat, this is my goat. That's not that Paul George anymore. All right, he's not pulling up from half court. We're hoping he doesn't do something to his knee again, Paul George. Yeah, no, like I'm not making this trade if my head is. I mean, you know what? Family friendly, family
I
friendly.
think everyone knows where you're going with it, though, and I
Yeah.
agree.
So, but like, it makes no sense to me. You just made, like Jerry said, you just made one of your rivals, one of the better teams in your conference. It makes zero sense. It just, I mean, you get first round picks, cool. You get a player back in return, but like, he's not better than he's not better than the player you traded away, and
Not even
you're
close.
not getting, yeah, not even close. This is not like even discussion, right? You're getting maybe the same archetype, so that's okay. But they should have got. They need it. If I'm Boston, I need more return on investment. You need because their thing for the longest has been solid play at the forward positions. You get a solid rebounder that can shoot the ball as well, and just depth. They have always had depth, but they're losing that, and they're not getting any back. I mean, this is still a long off season, but we'll see what happens now. We'll see what
I
happens
could
now.
agree with you. To put it in perspective, the final season of Paul George's contract ends in 2028. So they still are saddled, and that's $57 million a year for a 36-year-old Paul George. I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking about a terrible, terrible contract. And then first round picks from a team that you just gave a finals MVP for that's gonna have Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brown, and VJ Edgecombe. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think that hey, good work, Sixers. Hey,
Yeah,
kudos
their
to
their
you.
new GM, I forget what his name is, but a hell of a way to step into the role and make a
Yeah,
splash, man.
yeah. I mean, as a Cavs fan, I'm kind of mad. Like we were talking about giving up Evan Mobley for Jalen Brown. I would take Evan Mobley over Paul George 10 days out of 10. If we were
Absolutely.
giving up, if we gave up, I mean, that's like if we gave up 2 firsts and Jarrett Allen for Jalen Brown. Like I would even say the
Mm.
I'm not saying Jarrett Allen's better than Paul George, but his contract situation's more
Yeah,
preferable, and
no,
he's
you're
not
right. You're right.
36.
You're
So,
right.
so it's like
You're
I
right.
I just as a Cavs fan, I'm like, man, I wish we could have done something there, but because wing's been where we've struggled at since LeBron's left. But it's just it is what it is. Congrats to the Sixers, the Celtics. Hey, I'm happy because I'm tired of seeing the Celtics be good. Maybe Brad Stevens is like, hey, listen, we've been really good for a while. We've won a championship. Maybe we got to suck for a little bit. I don't know, but whatever. Some other major news: Ja Morant is traded. Everyone kind of saw that coming. He goes to the Trailblazers for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Your guys' quick thoughts on that? I mean, everyone kind of knew he was probably getting traded, but uh, thoughts on the return that they got for him, Jason?
It's just at a certain point where when someone has such bad public rep, and just
Yeah,
bad decisions that they made, you just get what you can.
yeah,
You just
Yeah.
get what
yeah.
you can, and I can't hate on them for it. Get the guy off the team. You have young players that you can build a franchise around now, and hopefully they continue to re-up.
By the way, actually, sorry, let me back up real quick. So I have one more thing to say on the Paul George and Jalen Brown trade. Uh, what's his name? Memphis, because we just talked about Memphis. It just popped in my head. They traded him this year. Jaren Jackson.
Oh,
Jaren
yeah,
Jackson
yeah.
Yeah,
got three first
yeah,
rounders,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
three,
yeah, yeah.
three first round picks, and he is nowhere near the player that Jalen Brown is.
Jaren
So
Jackson Jr. isn't even a top 10 center in the
yeah,
NBA.
yeah, he
I'm
garnered
I'm border fence on that, but defensive wise, he's probably. You know what? Yeah, you might be right.
I no, yeah,
I am
there's
right. I
no
know
You
I'm
might be right.
right.
three firsts for him. They get 2 firsts and the worst contract in the league for a Finals MVP, a guy who literally carried the Celtics this year to a 50+ win season when
Well,
to the freaking 2 seed when their best player was out. I mean, just
and to add on
anyway.
that, you're trading this player away when your best player, quote unquote, Tatum, isn't like. Did he show that he was fully healthy when he came back? No,
No,
No.
no, he
no.
didn't.
Like I don't like he
And
was.
you trade him to the team that knocked you out of the playoffs. That came back on you down
uh,
3-1 and knocked you out. I just I don't
This
uh,
is like when
understand.
the Bills traded their pick to the Chiefs and they got Xavier Worthy for it. Like
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
yeah,
But
ridiculous.
worse.
Yeah,
But
wait, a
worse
million
because
times worse. But
yeah,
in the same breath.
okay.
What are they doing?
Whatever. They're being dumb. Anyway, John Morant trade. Jerry, quick thoughts on that?
Uh, Whatever. I'm not a John Morant believer. I think
Yeah.
he's like the worst of the best. I don't know if you want to put it that way. I don't think he's ever going to carry a team to a championship. Damian Lillard's not what he was 10 years ago. We'll see. We'll see. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's about all I got on it.
Kind of I mean, he has a ridiculous amount of athleticism and talent. Maybe
yeah.
being in Portland will out of Memphis will help. I don't know, but good luck to both of those teams. That's kind of like you said, that's probably not an adequate return for John Morant, but you get what you can get in that kind of a situation. One of the other massive trades, Kawhi Leonard traded back to Toronto. The Clippers sent Kawhi to the Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a pick swap. I think that makes the Raptors one of the best teams in the. I mean, they just took the Cavs all the way to 7 games. Who and the Cavs made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They add Kawhi Leonard to that team. Jerry, what is that? Does that make the Raptors a contender?
Oh
How
yeah.
does this help the Clippers? Is this a? Do you think this was a good return to a quality trade for both teams? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's a win-win for both teams. The Raptors are trading out Brandon Ingram, who didn't really show up in the playoffs last year against the Cavs in that series. He was he was out for at least 1 or 2 games. I can't remember exactly how long, but then when he came back, he wasn't. He had a game where he had like 9 points. I think just kind of wasn't visible. You're trading him
Wait,
out for. You're trading him out for a hometown hero, Kawhi Leonard, won you a championship, 7 years ago. So it's a win-win too because the Clippers are in full rebuild mode, especially after they got rid of Harden. They got now getting rid of Kawhi. They bring in Darius Garland, who's a good young talent. Brandon Ingram's he's a little bit on. He's not old, but he's not. He's kind of in
young,
that
You
yeah.
mid. Yeah, but they're stacking up picks here. The complete tear down, complete rebuild makes sense for them. Yeah, definitely win-win for both teams. Definitely makes the Raptors one of those top four, top five, top four teams in the East right now. They're definitely going to be contending.
What's interesting about Brandon Ingram is I think he just kind of was on a team that's probably not well suited for him. It made them incredibly long when he was on the floor, but
Mhm.
there's not true shooters to space it out where he can get to his spots in the mid range. So it was very easy to when you watch him, like when he pulls up in that mid range, it's almost automatic. It's ridiculously efficient for a mid range shot. But when everyone can just crowd the paint and crowd the lane, it just makes it difficult to get to those spots. Jason, your thoughts on the Raptors? Are they like Jerry said, top 4 team in the East now, or is it a little bit overhyped having Kawhi back there? He's how old is he? 33, 34?
30.
you you add one of the better perimeter defenders in the NBA, and you still probably
35.
keep the same amount of scoring. Like I think he was still averaging 24 points, 25 points a game last year. I mean, that's
Uh,
probably about the same as Brandon
tried
Ingram, if not more.
28. He was averaging 28 last year. Yeah,
Holy
he
what?
had an
28, and
incredible
Brandon
year
Ingram
last
was
year.
averaging 20. Yeah.
Yeah, so you add scoring, you add better perimeter defense. Like, what more could you want? Like, no, yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely makes them a contender. I think he fits their style a lot better too. I mean, yes, Kawhi is also a very good mid-range shooter too, so that might be something. But he also can handle the ball, drive. He does a lot more. So yeah, no, it's great for them. I do also like this for the Clippers. I mean, I think Grady Dick is a guy that could use some more touches and wasn't going to get
Mhm.
that on that team
Yeah.
They
to
didn't play
be
in the
more
playoffs at
successful.
all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I think he's a guy that's a lot that could be a lot better um, under a team that might give him more touches. So I like it for both teams. They get picks, they get Grady, and they get Brandon Ingram, who can fill a spot for them temporarily while
Yeah,
they build
100%.
up their team.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I think it's good for both teams. I think having now Scotty Barnes and Kawhi Leonard as your 2 defensive players, which is I think the Raptors might hold teams to 90 points, with
Mm.
Yeah.
how good their defense is about to be. They were the number 1 defense last year. They just upgraded that. Uh, good luck to all the Eastern Conference teams. A couple more trades. We'll kind of fly through these here because we
Wait
want
one
to.
second.
What? What I do? What I say wrong?
Imagine not what you said. But imagine a
Oh.
conversation between Scotty Barnes and Kawhi Leonard.
Oh my God. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That was good. That's funny. um, a couple of other quick trades. We'll kind of fly through this. We got another game we want to play with you guys this week, very similar to last week's, but slightly different. So stick around, and we'll get to that here soon. But Walker Kessler traded. The Jazz send him to the Lakers for 2 firsts and 2 first-round pick swaps, and then Miles Bridges traded. The Hornets send him to the Suns. Uh, Along with the 29 first and a 27 second for Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and a 33 first, 2033. When I just say the two numbers, it's the year. So 29 first is 2029, 27 second, 2027, and so on. Real quick thoughts on either of those trades or both of them. Jason, go ahead.
The Lakers are building the all-white team. Uh,
All right, Stephen A.
but I mean, I, it's like I don't see the vision for the Lakers. I mean, he's a solid player. He's gonna get you. He's like a 15-10 guy, right?
Mm.
But you're paying him a lot of money to be that. I guess it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe he gets more touches again and goes 20 in 2010, but I don't see that happening. So I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's like they needed someone there, so it's like it fills a spot, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be paying them as much as they are. But Miles Bridges trade, I mean, again, I don't get what the Hornets are doing. Like,
I don't
does
get it
Grayson
either.
Allen and Royce O'Neal fill the Miles Bridges spot? Like, why not just keep that? I don't. It doesn't
Well,
make sense to me.
well, not only that, they send Miles Bridges and picks when
And
they're
picks,
rebuilding. They're
Yeah.
you trade away Lamelo Ball in a terrible trade, and now you're giving away Miles Bridges, who I know has been kind of riddled with injuries. He's still a pretty
but
decent player. But I don't. Why are you sending picks away if you're going to trade him at all? You know,
yeah,
I
I
don't
don't.
understand it.
Don't tell them they're rebutting. I don't think they know.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. I
Hey,
agree.
Con
I
Knuckle is
agree.
the future. All right,
I guess he
Uh,
better
he's the
be right.
present and the future.
He's the one guy left. I don't understand it, especially with how well the Hornets were doing at the end of the season last year. We talked about that too. They traded Lamelo, but I guess we'll see. Um, to wrap up a little bit of the free agency talk, I'm going to speed run through some of these signings, and then if you guys want to comment on any of them, obviously I'll give you that opportunity at the end. But Anthony Simmons goes to the Sixers. Tobias Harris goes to the Spurs. Kelly Oubre goes to the Pacers. Colin Sexton, Quentin Grimes, and Sandro. I'm not even trying that last name. Mamu Kelashvili.
Mama,
Mamu
Mama
Kelashvili to the
Kilishvili.
Lakers.
Nice.
To the Lakers. Mitchell Robinson goes to the Celtics. Mo Wagner goes to the Nets. Mike Conley. Mike Conley to the Celtics. That's actually
His first
it's
time
pretty
being in the
interesting.
Eastern Conference in his career.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been in the league
I
since,
didn't know that.
I mean, forever, right?
This
He's like
this
40.
Yeah.
He's
is
got to be
this is
40.
his 20th season. Yeah.
Yeah, very impressive season or career, I should say, for Mike Conley. Nikola Vucevic goes to the Magic. Norman Powell to the Bulls. Marcus Smart heads over to the Rockets. John Collins signed to the Pistons. Dean Wade, Cavaliers. Dean Wade, really good defender, but will never shoot the ball. Dean Wade goes to the 76ers. Thank you for your service. And Tim Hardaway Jr. heads to the Miami Heat. Jason, any of those that you want to make a quick comment on before we move on to the last NBA topic?
Yeah, I'll do two. Tim Hardaway Jr. That's a huge pickup for the Heat. I think we
Yeah.
were talking about it in the last show. They need shooting, and that's what he brings.
Yep.
Tobias Harris to the Spurs. I think they have a vision. They drafted two players that are like Tobias Harris, body size, but good defenders that can run and shoot if they have to. So I think the Spurs are going to be dangerous again with what they've done in the offseason.
Jerry, your thoughts on the NBA free agency there?
Uh, I don't know how good they're going to be this year, but I think Norman Powell to the Bulls is a pretty good acquisition for them. He kind of came on with the Heat last year. I believe he was an All Star last year. So good acquisition for them. Other than that, I mean, all these guys are. Well, some of them would be starters, but you're not talking about any superstars here. So pretty, honestly, a pretty active NBA offseason though.
Very
With a
much
lot,
so.
lot more to come.
A lot more to come. That's a great transition. Although I did want to say one thing before we transition. The John Collins pickup, John Collins to the Pistons, to me actually is a really, really good pickup for the Pistons.
Mm.
As a team that could not shoot the three ball, John Collins is a big man that shoots over 40% from three. This is someone that can really help space the floor for them. And plus, he's a great lob threat for Cade Cunningham when Cade's coming down the lane. So the Pistons, I think, made themselves better by adding a solid shooter to the roster. But like you said, Jerry, there's more to come. The King and the decision still needs to be made. LeBron James is not going to return to the Los Angeles Lakers. Right now, the top three teams that he's going to are the why I get it. I was like, why are you showing your American shirt? I was like, oh yeah, it's the Dwayne Wade lob to LeBron. But anyway, that was pretty funny. Um LeBron right now, it's basically the he could end up anywhere, right? They're trying to push this idea that he wants to play for any contender, but the market odds have it down to three teams, and they are the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Golden State
Cleveland.
Warriors, and the Miami Heat. Jason, where is LeBron James going?
Cleveland. I did this for you. I'm praying. I'm hoping. Um, I do think we should be a favorite. I think we should be the favorites. We have I think the East is weaker than the West. So I think we have a better path for him to get to the championship. If he comes again, like we said, since he's left Cleveland, we have not had a wing player that is a good even 50% of his caliber of a
Serviceable,
player.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I mean we've had young people, we tried to draft a couple guys, nothing's really worked. They've been traded, they're not playing on the team anymore. Dean Wade is now gone. Like we need something there to fill a spot. We couldn't get Brown, bring in LeBron James. LeBron James Jr. Akron's finest. All right? We need it. We need it.
We do, we do.
Ramon.
Jerry, is
Ramon.
LeBron coming home?
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
All right, stop. That's copyright strike.
Nah,
Oh,
it's an original.
no.
Yeah,
He
he's
5
coming
seconds.
home.
He has 5
Yeah, we
seconds.
got 5 seconds. I still have like 3.5 seconds left. Nah, he's coming.
Save it for later.
No, all right, never mind. Yeah, he's coming home. He's been in. I said it last week. He's still in the Northeast Ohio region. He's still in the area. He's been here for like 2 weeks. There's no way that he hasn't met with the Cavs front office about this. There's been a lot of rumors, a lot of reports that this time around, none of it is influenced by money. There's no financial influence here, so he can take the minimum. Do I think he takes the minimum? No, I think he's going to play for more than that, obviously. But he's not going to be looking for like a max contract or anything like that. So the Cavs have the ability to move around some pieces if they can make a couple trades, free up a little bit of cap space, get him in the door, have him be that three spot. It's going to be perfect. Uh,
Mhm.
the, there's been a lot of rumors with the Warriors about them bringing in AD and then bringing in LeBron together for a reunion there. I don't know how likely that is. I don't know how much the Warriors want to do that with how old they're getting. It'd be a risky move for them. And then I
The
don't know.
Wizards also, side note, the Wizards have said that they're not looking for trades for AD.
Right,
So
right. And I don't think that I don't know why he would want to go play for the Heat. Really, I it doesn't really fit his play style. That type of team with what they're building there. I don't think that's a really good fit for him. I understand him wanting to go back because that's where he won his first championship. Completely get it. But no, he's coming home. Last season in the NBA, finish it at home.
I hope that happens. I have my reservations only in the sense that I know his wife loves living in Los Angeles and loves living in California. To me, it makes it much easier for him to be at Golden State. Also, he said he wants to play with Steph Curry. Um, there's nobody from the there's nobody from a player perspective that I think is really drawing him back to Cleveland. I don't know how much him and Donovan Mitchell or how tight they are. I don't know how tight him and James Harden are. I don't think it's not like one of his boys like he's going like when he went and played with Dwayne Wade or anything like that. So that's my only reservation. But man, what a storybook ending if he comes and plays his last season in Cleveland. They win a championship. It would be absolutely incredible. That starting five would be ridiculous. I don't know who's going to be holding the ball if James Harden, uh, Donovan Mitchell, and LeBron James are all in the court together at the same time. But either way, it'll be super exciting if he does come home. I'm really hoping for it. I am not holding my breath, but I'm having my fingers crossed. We thought maybe we might get some sort of notification during the show that he was coming, but alas, we
No,
did
I'm
not.
just kidding.
Any final thoughts on the NBA before we move on?
Nope.